Welcome back everybody to MegaKraft. This is episode 22 and I'm just getting right to work today. We need to get a lot of stuff done. It's going to be a busy episode, so no time for blabber. I just want to get things done, and as you can see, I've been making some progress on this villager trading system. So I basically came up with the idea of putting the all of the villager trading, or all of the villager breeder down underneath there, but I don't know. That's what I've been basically doing for a little while, and I moved it. I was going to do it just right in here, and I started digging out this hole, but I thought that's really noisy, and I really don't want to hear a ton of villagers, so I moved it down 16 more blocks all the way down to here, and I've actually gotten everything, gotten everything built down here, and I did move this guy down here already. This is going to be our source villager, basically, that causes the whole breeding, and I need to get him inside of these doors, but he doesn't seem to be wanting to go in there. I should have put him in earlier. Let me move this for you. You gonna go, guy? Come on. Let's see if I can just nudge him in. I don't know, but I've got it rigged up so that I can move all those other villagers down here as well, and just use those guys to breed. Let's see if I can get my inventory is kind of crowded right now. Got a lot of crap, but right in here, this is where all the villagers are gonna drop down into, and then let's see, I can probably show you a little bit better, but I've got this little water system right here. So the villagers are going to drop down straight through here. This is how I'm going to move them from up there down to here. And what is that block doing? It's kind of weird. But I need to get the villagers to fall straight down there, and I should probably also make like a little path, like a guide path, walls and stuff, so that the villagers don't fall out of here. But they're going to fall and eventually make their way over into here. And this is going to be where they are contained. So let's see, where's my glass at? There we go. So let's put that right back there. And where's this guy? Did he go back in there? Hey, come on. I don't want you messing with my redstone. Come on. Let's go. Let me just see if I can nudge him right into there. Come on. You're so close. So close. Am I going to get it? Are you going to get in there? Come on, buddy. Come on. He doesn't seem to want to go. Oh well, we'll put him right there for now until he actually goes in, then I can put a block there. Alright, so let's go up here and move all of these villagers down. I think I've got everything set up correctly, except I do... Good thing I caught that, actually. I want to make sure this is blocked off good enough. Alright, so I've got jump boost and haste on my beacons right now. I don't really know why I have haste on. I thought I would use it, but I don't really need it right now. Oh well. But jump boost is helpful for when you're doing building stuff, so yeah. Alright, that should be good enough. That's going to keep them in line to fall all the way down. Alright, let's go release them. The plan to release them is probably just open it, and since there's so many villagers, they're going to kind of push each other. Push and shove all their way through till they get in there. Now I need to find the exact block I need to remove. Oh jeez, wow, I just fell down. Let me try this again after I clear up some of my inventory space. Let's see. Don't need all that stuff. Alright, that's good enough for now. Alright, let's try this again. So I'm gonna need to remove just one of the glass blocks. I'm not sure which one. Let's see here. Alright, so I don't need this in my way right now. Alright, so I need to remove this block, and also this seems to be a little bit problematic. I think I have some signs right over here. I'm gonna want to move that water source actually. Signs, where are the signs? There we go. Alright, so that water source is going to kind of push them the wrong way if I break it. So, let's see. Gosh dang it. This is very difficult. So, I need to make sure I do this right. I want to block this off. Let's get up on top here. Okay. So I want to move the water source to right here somewhere instead. So maybe if I put a block right here, right there, I can put water source. I'll take this one and put a source right there. Okay, that looks like it should be good, somewhat. And then, oh wow, I shouldn't have taken that water source. Uh-oh. Let me go grab some water real quick. Okay, I think all I really need to do actually is just break this block right here and hurry and place a sign right there so the water doesn't push these guys back. And, whoops, wasn't able to get it. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, this just got crazy real quick. Hey, but at least some of them are going through. As long as I get some of them in, that's fine with me. I might end up even killing a lot of these. Wow, okay, it's getting crazy. I can't see anything. Alright, I need to put a sign. Wow, these guys have some good trades. Oh, there we go. Alright, I got that sign there, and crap, they're getting out right here. Alright, let's just kill this guy. Alright. So that should move some of them, hopefully. Let me put some slabs above here so that they can stop getting out. There we go. Alright, is everybody going through? Looks like they're falling down. Lots of them are anyway. There's a few of them down here that I can just take out. What are you trading? Get out of here. Alright. Alright, so it looks like we got about 30 villagers or so in here, and then we've got the one down inside the doors now. So it looks like this thing is completely done, and 30 villagers is just about right for how many I want for the rates and everything, for how many villagers I want to be going through at a time. So I want to close that off, and I don't want them to breed up, and I got to get this timer going so that it actually pushes them along and gets it going and fills up this villager trading system. So let's go ahead and get this going by filling this hopper clock in with all 5 stacks of rotten flesh, and that should get it going. So any of the villagers that breed and make baby villagers, they'll be right here, and they're gonna pile in right here. I still need to make sure that I get this water pathway thing that's gonna lift them up. So I think that's what I'll do next before any of these villagers start breeding, and hopefully this is actually going to count as a village. I haven't, I did a little bit of testing, but I need to just make sure that everything still works. So yeah, I'll just make sure of that right now and get to work on the water elevator. Alright guys, it looks like there's hearts, so this villager trading system is working just fine. I had to actually open up this column as well so that it had direct skylight access. And the way that I'm going to actually cover this up is something that I found out in a creative world doing some testing, because I wanted to find a way that I could kind of cover this up and make it so that it's not just a hole or a piece of glass that's on the ground. And what I found is you can put hoppers on the ground, and that actually covers up the sunlight. And what you can do with the hoppers is you can put carpet above the hoppers, and that doesn't block it off at all. At least from what I was seeing, I made a huge platform and put hoppers everywhere and carpets, and all had the same light underneath. So it doesn't seem to really block off the skylight, so hopefully it doesn't break the system. But right now I need to grab some ice, and I'm actually going to take a nap here real quick. So yeah, let's sleep and get rid of these monsters real quick. And let's get some ice and go over and do that water elevator. Alright, so these water elevators are actually really easy to do. Let me just put that sign right there. And then we are going to start with, let me just break that actually. And I need to kind of position myself. It doesn't look like I was quite ready for this yet. Alright, there we go. So we are going to start with the ice right there. And then I'm just going to probably pillar straight up with this ice, and then I can dig straight down, and then I'll go and then I'll swim back up with it and just place signs every once in a while so that they have air pockets to breathe. But yeah, this should work just fine. Doesn't really matter about that glowstone because we're not going to keep this ice. And then right here I put a sign right here just so that water doesn't flow out into there. Now this is 1.5 blocks gap, and they need villagers are 2 blocks tall, so that's going to be just fine. Let's see, can I even put a... Okay, yeah, I can. Alright. And then I'm going to see if I can actually replace this. Oh, yeah, I can. There we go. Just so I can get up here. Alright. And then we'll just place that water source block right there. That's... Is that right? Where am I? I'm confused. Alright, I just went up a little bit too high, but that's fine. Oh. Yep. I just got stuck in there. Awesome. Alright, let's see if I can get out of here. There we go. Alright, so we've got all the ice all the way through, and I just need to double check and make sure that I've got this last piece of ice in the right place. Oh, let's get rid of this dirt here too. So we need one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we actually need the ice. We need a water source up there, right? I think so. Let me double check here. Yeah, I think we do need that water source right there. So let me just block this off, and I think we'll be ready. Why did I move that right there? Alright, there we go. So that right there, and we need to make sure we've got this closed off. I guess I can just probably do some wood right there for now. Does that work? That should work, hopefully. Or maybe I should do slab. I don't know. Hopefully we'll do that. I'm just worried that they will like drown right there. I'm not sure if they will, but hopefully they don't. And let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, actually... I can't put that wood there yet because I need to actually go down this way. So now I'm going to dig straight down, and that's going to make water sources all the way down through here. And hopefully I didn't just wreck something. I don't know. Oh, and it looks like we got a baby down here already. Cool. What? What's going on? I think I'm lagging. That should have... Yeah. Something's about to lag. Alright. Internet is kind of acting a fool today. I don't know what's going on, but my internet, I'm just getting disconnected all over the place. So I just plugged in my Ethernet cable. Hopefully that helps and I won't get kicked out again. So let's go ahead and start doing this now. I'll just put one right there, I guess. I don't really need them spaced out very much, really. But that one right there is probably good. Yeah, I think I should probably put a couple more down here anyway. Maybe just one right in between here. There we go. Alright, that looks like it should be fine. So then they'll swim right up here, and they'll get little breaths of air every once in a while. And let me just double check that everything works fine. Alright, yeah, it seems to be working fine. So, now I just need to make sure that this is basically blocked off. Oh, missed. Oh, I don't know about that. We're going to need to... Actually, yeah, we're going to need to put it right there. Alright, so they'll swim up, and this right here should push them out. Yeah, that pushes out. Alright. Well, it looks like we're all good, and I just fell through again. That's alright. Just get out of here. Okay, I think this thing is basically fully functional now. Except that is not good. That is not good. What is going on? Why is it doing that? There we go. Alright. So, I think I am good. I need to fix a little bit of stuff now. Okay, so I think I got it fixed now, hopefully. So yeah, that should be it. Alright, let's go ahead and just double check everything down here. Nice, everything's working good, and we got a few more villagers inside of here, and it looks like they're breeding just fine. So whenever these guys grow up, they should be able to... Ugh, I just realized I need to move that water source block down one more. Do I have my signs? Okay, I do. And I need to get a bucket of water. Oh, I've got a water bucket. Okay. Alright, let me do this real quick, and then it should be completely done. Oh my heck, I'm just running into all kinds of problems today. Okay, I think I did it. That was a little difficult, but I managed to do it without actually letting any of those guys out, so that's pretty good. And yeah, as soon as those guys grow up, we'll have some big guys and they'll go all the way up and into the system. Now hopefully after just a little while we'll see that that system's filling up. So that's pretty good. And the nice thing about that being so far underground is that it's nice and quiet up here. You can't hear it at all. So I just need to get rid of all this stuff, and we'll have all kinds of room up here in the middle if I want to do, I don't know, maybe a little bit of mass storage system for sugarcane or something. I don't know. Might be kind of cool to hit a button and be able to have a bunch of sugarcane just getting shot out of dispensers everywhere. That might be kind of cool, but I don't know. I'll think of an idea for something up there. But now let's just close this up. I wonder if I have pumpkins in here that I can just light that up. Nope. Oh well, I'll just use some glowstone. Alright guys, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this villager trading system is basically done. Now, that's at least the function of it. Obviously, there's some work to be done up on top of there. I need to get rid of that kind of stuff up there. And also, I need to decorate it, make it look nice so I don't see all this redstone off to the side. But I'm going to kind of say that it's done for now. But I have a feeling about this project that it's going to kind of come back and haunt me pretty often, and I kind of want to have this open here just to jump down and check and see. Yeah, let's check and make sure that that's still working good. See that these guys are still breeding, and yeah, they are. Looks like there's a little guy right there. So yeah, it looks like this carpet and the carpet and hopper idea is working just fine. And it's not because this is open, because that's not direct sunlight. It has to have direct sunlight. So I guess that counts as direct sunlight. I guess I'll just pillar up here. Alright, so the idea right here is I'm going to probably do kind of like a little garden, and I can just use like green carpet right here. I just want to have the white so I can know where it is exactly. But later on I'm going to use green carpet so that I can kind of blend it in and make it look like there isn't even a hole there. So yeah, this is looking like it's done. Hopefully one of those villagers grows up soon and gets put into this slot right here. Oh yeah, that's looking so much better. I love how the villager breeder is down here instead. It makes this place so much nicer. It doesn't look all crazy, crammed, compact, and everything like that. It just feels nice and open. So when we get a roof on here and make it look like an actual building, oh, this place will look nice. So I haven't seen any villagers come through here yet, but I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time until we see some. If not, then I'm going to have to keep going down here and check up on it. In fact, I should probably just make a little staircase here just so I can come back and check on it until I see that it's working really fine. So yeah, this will be my way to get down and up for now. Alright, so yeah, that's that. So if you remember from last episode, I was talking about what I wanted to get done today, and I did talk about that sugarcane farm, that massive sugarcane farm. Now we're about halfway through this episode, so I'm not sure if we'll do the entire sugarcane farm today, but I do want to get started on it. I want to get this thing up and running. Now that this villager trader is working perfectly, basically, then I want to get this going. And you know what? I'm going to switch out this block of wood for stone. It's bothering me. So yeah, we need a ton and a ton of sugarcane. So I'm going to get started on my mega sugarcane farm. And yeah, I think what I'm going to do is kind of make a pathway through here. Let me just check. Let's scope this place out again real quick and do a little bit of planning. So maybe just in this area right here, this kind of area is going to be where the sugarcane farm is. I think that seems like a good area. So yeah, let me do a little bit of planning, and we'll see where we go from there. Alright guys, oh wait. Alright guys, nobody better tell me that sugarcane grows faster on sand, because it does not. It's a big no-no. Big no-no. Sugarcane does not depend on the block that it's standing on for how fast it grows, okay? So it grows the same exact speed on dirt, on grass, and on sand, okay? And my design that I'm building doesn't work with sand. Alright guys, welcome back. It's the next day and I've done a whole lot of work since the last cut. I'm going to go ahead and show you this real quick though. It looks like this thing is filling up pretty well. I just sent out a couple of these guys here because I didn't really like their trades, but look at this guy. He's got 18 emeralds for a diamond chest plate, so I'm probably going to do a whole bunch of trading with this guy. And then some of the other guys, I want to try and get a perfect villager from these white villagers, the ones that have the paper trades. And so I want to have them have the paper trade for the very last trade, and that way it will never lock up or anything because I'm trading with the very last trade they have, and I can just continuously trade paper and paper as much as I want. And really that's why I'm building this massive sugarcane farm over here, which I'll get to in a second, but I just want to have a villager that I can trade tons of paper with and just get tons of emeralds for other trades. So yeah, onto the sugarcane farm. I've done a lot of planning. I've got all of the supplies inside of this chest to get going here, and I've basically laid it out. Now I cut down all these trees and kind of made this area. This is where it's going to be. And then also right here, this is something I saw from Seth Bling actually. It's just a quick little device that you can use to harvest snow from a snow golem. I can show you that real quick right here if I grab a couple of shovels. And then what you want to do, let's see, I want to clear out everything from my inventory, at least from the hotbar, and put the shovels just like this. And then you get some snow, and then you make sure you fill up your entire inventory except for the first slot. And then you just go right here, and then I can hit right here in between these two different snow pieces, and I'll just dig really fast with these shovels and use them up pretty quickly. And all these snowballs will just be sitting down. I won't really be able to pick them up, but that's kind of the trick of this, and I'll show you guys that in just a second after we run through all of these snowballs. I've been doing this for quite some time because I plan to use this building, or make this building mainly out of snow. Let me nudge him over a little bit. So I wanted to use a really cheap block that would look pretty nice with sugarcane, and I thought snow looks pretty good, just the solid white. So that's what we're going to be using here, and this is how I've been getting it. So now that all of that's done, I just push this over, and that's going to make a nice pile of snowballs here. And now I can go into my crafting and hit, what I do is I hit 1, 2, 1, 2, and I automatically pick up those snowballs, and I can shift click into my inventory, and so it makes crafting really quick. So this is how I've been able to craft so much snow so quickly. Oh, looks like it's full, so the last few you just have to kind of drag and drop in. But yeah, that's how I've been doing it. And let's just go ahead and throw these snowballs around. And I think I hit him, but I don't think it actually hurts him. So yeah, that's that. Let me just put all of those back in there. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to basically have 4 cells, which can basically a full harvest of a cell will be 64 sugarcane. Or I'm going to have 3 on the bottom, but I'm also going to have 3 layers. Wow, I'm slaughtering this. I'm going to have 3 on the bottom row, 3 cells, and that's going to go up 4 tall. So there's going to be 4 layers of 3 cells. So basically 12 cells, each one makes approximately 64 sugarcane if you have a full harvest. So yeah, and what I'm also doing is I'm doing the regular pistons. I'm not using sticky pistons like I did in my previous design. The reason for that is because you really don't need to. I mean, I did some testing and you do make it a little bit more efficient if you use sticky pistons and regular blocks. But really, the best way to compact it and just get tons of sugarcane for the amount of area that you're going to put in, you can just do pistons instead of sticky pistons. And yeah, I'll show you guys more about that in a little bit. I'm going to build up 1 cell and show you guys what it looks like when it's completed, and then just probably get to work and get this whole thing built and running. And then we'll probably, if we have time, just work on making a simple little storage system down here also for it. Alright, so here we go. That's what the first cell looks like, and it's very simple to build actually. You could just build it by looking at what I've done here. So really, it's not too complicated at all. I can just go ahead and show you what it looks like when it runs. Now obviously it's not going to be a lever. These all will be hooked up to the same timer, and they'll all go off basically around the same time. And I'll decide what that timer is later, but for now, let's just flick this lever, and that's what it's going to do. It's going to push all the sugarcane into this water stream, and most of them should be picked up. I did a whole lot of testing in a creative world, and I actually got really good rates. The key trick is to make sure that when I send a redstone signal, I need to make sure that it's held down for a good amount of time. When it's just a quick pulse like this, a lot of the sugarcane goes out of the sides and kind of glitches everywhere, but when it's held down, the sugarcane almost always lands in the water and gets picked up. So that's what I need to make sure to do when I wire this up with redstone. But now, this is going to be the tricky part. I need to build basically 11 more of these. Now, it's going to be pretty easy actually, it's just very repetitive. And if you look right here, this is kind of what it's going to look like when it's right next to itself. I can kind of start building one of them on camera for you to see. But yeah, they're basically going to share the same redstone wire right here. And I'll just put some repeaters just going on to this side, just like this, and there will be pistons over here. So yeah, let me work on building these, and I'll give you guys a status update along the way. Alright guys, tons of progress has been made. I've made the first layer and it's looking really good actually. So I've got 3 cells on each layer. There's going to be 4 layers. I explained this before, so basically 12 cells. So yeah, let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a test run here. I did put repeaters right here to make sure the signal is able to get to all of the pistons. So I don't think much of the sugarcane has really grown yet. Okay, so there's a couple on this first cell that I did. This really didn't take me that long. It only took about 5 minutes to actually build this, so I don't think it'll take too long to make this thing complete. But yeah, there we go. Flick it on, flick it off, and there goes the sugarcane right there, right in the water stream. It's going to flow down, and I may have a water stream under here or just some hoppers. I'm not sure, but yeah, I can pick it up right here. So from my old design, if you remember seeing that, I just made a tutorial on it. I used to have bud switches, and what that was is it would detect on this corner block of sugarcane, it would detect when that was fully grown. The reason I'm not going to do that in this design is because I want to be able to, for one, I want to be able to turn this thing on and off as I please, and if I have had them all on their individual bud switches, then it wouldn't really turn on and off. I'd have to go to each one and disable the bud switch. This, I can just have this hooked up to a timer, and then whenever I want this thing to turn off, say it's causing too much lag or whatever, I have way too much sugarcane, I can just go and flick the lever and turn it off. The other thing is that it is a lot more expensive to build a bud switch, and when I could just use a timer, and that's really all you really need. You can just kind of guess, and as long as it's on really any kind of timer, you're going to be getting sugarcane for free. Now, the good thing is to try and make it so that it doesn't activate too often, but when it does activate, it activates to its fullest potential. So basically, these are fully grown or almost fully grown, but you also don't want it to go too slow so that some of them are fully grown and stop growing, and they're just sitting there waiting to be pushed off. So it's all about getting the right timing, but it's not too precise. There's a pretty big open window, so I'll just do a little bit of testing and be able to tweak it as I go. So let's see here. Was there anything else that I wanted to do before I get to work and get this thing finished? I think not. Basically what I'm going to do with this when it's finished, I don't think I'm going to actually cover this up because I think it looks pretty good just as is. I may do kind of a wall of snow to kind of cover up the redstone, but I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool like this. Maybe I'll do some tall sugarcane around it or something. So yeah, I do need to go around and repair some of this area. I mean, I did a little bit of repairs, did some endermender, putting some dirt. There's a lot of endermen that have been taking out blocks and stuff, so this place looks like crap. I need to recruit some help from Zisto probably. But alright, I'm gonna get to work here. I've got this baby zombie here. He's trying to go get those villagers, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna do some more work. It'll probably be, you know, I don't know. I'll probably just finish the rest before the next cut, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So see you guys in a bit. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's pretty beautiful. It is almost done. So close to being done. I just have one more thing to do. I ran out of repeaters, so I had to run back and make some more. But everything else is completely done. That took me probably less than an hour to build this entire thing. Now, obviously it took a little bit longer to gather all the resources and everything, but it's very, very doable in Minecraft. It's actually really easy to do, so I don't know, maybe I could make a simple tutorial on how to stack up these cells or whatnot if you guys want, but I don't know. It's pretty simple. You guys can probably figure it out. I mean, basically under this snow block right here is the source of water that holds everything. And so if you were to repeat this, you would basically get some snow, and the water would go along this, along these pistons above it. So you'd make sure that there are blocks around it to keep it in. And yeah, that's kind of how it goes. But that is completely done, I think. Now, there are a few things I want to do. I kind of want to cover this up, probably put a roof on it or something. But I don't know if I really need to, actually. I don't think this water source will actually freeze because it has the glowstone right next to it. So, the one thing that I do need to do, though, is I actually need to connect the redstone to each other. Now, the way I'm going to do that is probably a torch tower right along this back middle part. And so as soon as it gets a signal from this middle one, that's kind of how I did the repeaters, is coming out of this middle one. So that's how it's going to go. I have to go down and probably set up a little timer right there and just make a little torch tower. So yeah, let's do that really quick. Alright, so right now I'm just doing the redstone torch tower, and it looks like it's going to work out just fine. Just by default, each layer is going to be turned off, so that works just fine. So yeah, I'm just basically placing a block and then a torch on top of it. And the thing with torches is they actually do give you about a 1 tick delay on redstone. So it's kind of, when this thing triggers, it's kind of going to go from the bottom to the top, and then it'll also go from the middle to the outside. But it'll happen so fast that it'll basically look like it's all at once. But I don't know, it might make kind of a cool wave effect. I don't know, we'll have to see what it looks like. But yeah, I think this thing is just about done. And that is going to bring our redstone all the way to the top, nothing else needed. So that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to kind of work backwards here and do a lot of this redstone on camera, just show you guys how I kind of figure things out. This is kind of a simple device that I'm doing, so it won't be too hard, hopefully anyway. So what I need to do is I just need to get a signal over to this, and what I need to do with the signal though is, like I said before, I need to make sure that I have a long signal. So what I'm going to do is just do one of these nice little pulse lengthener type things, and I don't have any redstone dust on me. Let me grab some. I think I have some. Yeah, I've got plenty inside of here. So yeah, I'm going to do a basic pulse lengthener. This is a really simple design, but there are other ones, but this is really small, and you know, I don't have to be too precise on the pulse. I just want to, you know, have the pistons extended for a little while, and then after a little while it'll retract again. So that's how that's going to work. Whenever there's a signal right there, I can actually trigger the whole system. Let's go ahead and trigger the whole system right now. I think a lot of the sugarcane's ready to get going. So we're going to go like that. Boom. A lot of lag, but that's alright. It's not going to happen too often. So when I remove this torch, you're going to see the signal's just going to... Oh. What? Well, you know what? That's not supposed to happen here. I'm going to remove this real quick, and I'm just going to show you real quick with this. When I remove the torch, you see that the signal slowly dies out, and this repeater is going to keep it going inside of here. So that's exactly what I want. Now I just basically need to have a hopper clock. So I'm going to build that just right here, and that's going to, let's see, I need to make sure I have a block also. Where am I going to put this actually? Alright, so I think I'm going to put the hopper clock just along this edge. I'm going to put it down in the ground by one, because what I'm going to do is actually have, let's see, I'm going to put everything on snow. It's kind of a weird block to put things on, but that's alright. So it's going to be kind of down inside of here, if I can get down in here, and alright, there we go, and then let's just cover this up with snow, and then we're going to have a comparator going inside of there. We need some redstone right here. Now this is going to make a monostable circuit, and that's going to give basically a pulse from this, give a signal to this repeater. There we go. Now, let's see what else we need to do. We need to have the hoppers. So let's go ahead and make sure those are facing into each other, just like this. And then we need to have a redstone block on top. And then we need a sticky piston facing this way, not up there. What are you doing up there? And then also, let's see, I want to be able to access these hoppers, so I'm just going to open that right there. Also, we need a block right here, some redstone on top, and a comparator, and then a sticky piston facing this way. There we go. So that's the hopper clock. Whenever it gets a signal over here, whenever there's items over here, this piston will be extended up, and every time it runs out of items and then gets one more item, it's going to send another pulse. So depending on how many items I put inside of this hopper will depend on how much of a delay there is between each time this system triggers. So I think what I'm going to do is start out with, I could just put down in some dirt. I'll start by putting in, oh, there's a whole lot of lag. So you can see that's going to send out one trigger, and that's going to basically make all the sugarcane harvest. Now hopefully, I don't know, it's alright if there's a lot of lag. I mean, I'll just deal with it for now. But oh, there should be a whole lot of sugarcane around here. Let's go ahead and check. I mean, I don't think they're all fully grown or anything, but yeah, just from one harvest, that's all the sugarcane we have. So that's pretty good, and this thing is going to just run constantly. Do I have any more dirt I can throw in there? Yeah, I do. I want to, let's throw the sugarcane out. I want to just fill this thing up completely. I've got plenty of dirt, so I'll just use dirt. And I'm going to take this out so that I can take out all the dirt. And then put in 5 stacks. There we go. Alright, that's going to send one more pulse. But yeah, every time a full stack of dirt moves from one piston to the next and then back, it's going to do, it's going to activate another pulse. And I think that's around 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. I can't remember what it is, but I think that'll be fine. Maybe I'll make it go a little bit faster if I want to increase the rates a little bit. But I have to keep in mind that every time this thing activates, it's going to cause some lag. So I don't want it to activate too often, but I don't know. We'll see where it is. We'll just kind of play with it for now. I think that's where we're going to leave it off. What I do want to do, though, of course, is in the future, I'll probably put some glass in front of this, and so when the sugar canes fall, they can land in just, a single hopper right here, and they'll kind of all connect into the center. I'll probably dig a hole and just stack up a few double chests right here, and that's where I'll collect all the sugar cane. But we are going to leave it off at this episode. Leave this episode off because, man, this has taken a lot of time. This whole entire episode, there's been so much progress, so much going on. I can't do any more in this episode, but I will go ahead and get started for next episode. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I know I'm going to work on that storage system underneath, but if there's something else you guys want me to do, then leave it in the comments below. I might try and make another farm that I can gather for trading with these guys. Maybe a wheat farm or something. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed.